I don't think he's really that worth it anymore. You guys want to know why? Then please at least hear me out. But before that, please play my intro.
お前の道はここで終わりだ。見せてその先の力というもの。ブリーチ、ブレイブソウルズ。
What is going on, you guys? This is your boy, the Dash Masher, and welcome back to yet another Bleach Brave Souls video. And 8th anniversary Ichigo is going to be returning. This is going to be his first rerun after the 8th Annie banner and after poll selection. And you guys will pretty much be able to get the chance to pull for this character right here. And he's still really good. One of the best power characters that we have in the game. Really strong at that. And if you go to step 20, you're going to be guaranteed him. Only him. And once you have reached step 20, the banner is going to be gone because this is a Brave Fest banner. So, yeah. Hear me out, lads. I just don't think this character is really going to be worth going to step 20. Like, if you guys want to do the discount multis, then sure, go ahead. I've got no complaints about that, but please do not drain your orbs because we're going to be getting more powerful banners later on throughout the year before the anniversary. We're going to get another 1,000-year blower banner sometime soon, whether it's going to be Core 1 or Core 2. Something hype is going to come. That's guaranteed. But now, let's just take a look at the banner and take a look at the fillers. So the fillers, in my opinion, I do see some value out of this. Nelio, she's still the only good super farmer that we have for power. I'm sorry, but Yumichika is just terrible as an ultimate farmer, and Momo is just slow. She just basically guarantees you an auto run and you just carry with your best power unit, otherwise being only 8th Annie Ichigo, 1,000-year blower Yama, and Parasol Rukia. So yeah, the power attribute is that much in a bad spot. So yeah, she's good to pull from here. Gantenbein is just a link slot potion link. Funny enough, he's the only character I am missing out of the link slot potion link, so I might do a discount multi. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Gin, he's just a droplet link. Nothing too crazy about him besides read all affiliation dodges if you're farming for scrolls. 7th anniversary Uryu is still really good. He aged like fine wine, still usable, has the gauge mechanic. He's great. He's definitely fantastic. But more than likely, he's also going to be back for, like, you know, the 9th year anniversary. We'll just have to wait and see, but, like, he's still ridiculously good to use. Top 4 best speed units that we have in the game. Love is he's just an arena character. Lisa is good, but I don't consider her a top 10 anymore for mine just because the kit is a bit wonky and we now have better mine characters. Shinji is still ridiculously good. He got his value up because of Guild Quest, and as a matter of fact, for the upcoming Melee Holo Jiki, which is basically going to be next week, you want to run him when you're using Yhwach or Yama as the main unit, and have him as the side unit alongside the Fierce Battles Texachi. And then the Shuhei is just completely worthless. So yeah, that's a banner filler completely summed up. So yeah, there's definitely some value to be had, but it's mainly all premiums for starters. So you can pull all of these characters from tickets should you guys decide to save your BBS tickets and just summon on there. Matter of fact, I pretty much pulled almost everyone here from tickets except for Gantenbein, which is actually crazy. Oh, Shuhei as well. I never pulled him too. But, yeah, that's basically about it for the banner. And now let's just talk about 8th anniversary Ichigo, right? The character is good. Again, I do think that he is still really good. It's just the issue with him is that currently in this meta, I do want to say that he's a bit underpowered because what he has is ridiculous, but Frenzy plus 3 with 20% full stamina damage boost is nowhere near as close to being as good as Frenzy plus 2, 80% SP boost with a crap ton of multipliers. Now, it's gonna get better by the time we get, you know, units with Frenzy plus 3, more higher multipliers, and of course, the 80% SP boost being introduced, because it just means that the units will be hitting a lot harder. It's just that what this character has is being able to inflict status elements non-stop. He just has a guaranteed increased status element chance when facing against technique attribute enemies. So there's that you guys need to take into consideration. But besides that, the rest of his kit, okay, don't mind, you know, it's just better if we look at the album. Okay, there we go, we have him pulled up. So the soul trait is strong attack reach time of minus 14%, which is really amazing. Still good. He gets his cooldowns back like crazy. Hollow and no affiliation killer. Can read all affiliation dodges, has poise and sprinter +1 with weakening and drain. Broken combo. Devastation 60%, full stamina damage boost 20%. Is immune to all status elements and can share it. Havoc of 20%, frenzy +3. And increased status element chance against technique attribute enemies with Debilitator. So yeah, you guys can pretty much see why I say that he is a bit underpowered as a character. Now for IT, he's one of the best characters that we have for the game, like no doubt about that. Like he's just gonna be able to cleave through. He's capable of autoing IT, and you can clear with this character right here. So if you guys really wanted to, you can set up an auto build, have a full team of Super Link Sop potion farmers, and this guy would be able to do it just fine. And even as a main unit, if you give him full stamina damage boost and long stride, he's actually gonna be quite capable of being able to do stuff in IT. But that's about it for the good stuff. So Poise Break. Now this skill is really good because it negates the poise effect that the enemies have in Limit Break requests, and you'll be able to stun lock them when you're using the Vortex, meaning that the enemies cannot chase you, they cannot attack you. It's better compared to when it comes to using Yhwach or Kilgay when you use the 916 to homing vortex. Now the SA2 does lock onto the enemies, but it doesn't stop them from moving or attacking you. With this character, it does. Let's just say that if we do get a new GQ difficulty that is like, I don't know, an ultra difficulty, and the bosses have poise, this character will see some kind of resurgence for that. But that being said, Poise Break right now currently is only useful in Limit Break quest. In co-op quests, the enemies don't really have poise. They're just considered as if they have invincibility frames, so you're not going to be able to stun lock them with the Poise Break skill when you use the 750 into homing vortex. And let's be honest here, for Limit Breaker quest in slot 3, are you really going to be using this character when you have the likes of Kilgay and Yhwach who are just going to be better in slot 3 as a whole? Keep in mind, his kit, he's got the 18% shave, which is the only thing that isn't really good about his kit. SA2 is going to be the 750 into tracking vortex, no 960. It's a bit smaller, but it's still good strong attack. It will help him with being able to kill enemy mobs fast, and pretty much is what carries this character. And then the SA3 is full screen. He only has 2 flash steps, no long stride built into the character. You have to give it to him himself, and again, like I said before, he is underpowered. Frenzy +3 and full stamina damage boost of 20%. So that's the biggest kicker that we have right here. Besides that, sharpshooter and hit hidden enemies. Currently, he is still one of the best power characters in the game, but like, he is bound to get a replacement sometime soon. Like, he is bound. Like, Rukia? Alright. I have to be 100% honest with you guys. I still think that she sucks for Guild Quest because you're locked with that SA2. You cannot really go through multiple waves of mobs, and you can still clear with 40 seconds remaining, but like Max Transcendent, it's like, I don't see the character getting like anywhere close to 46 or 50 seconds remaining, because guess what? You're only going to be using the SA1 and SA3. But she is better in every single content, including Limit Breaker quests, so like Rukia. Keep in mind, for January, this guy had the rules, okay? The enemies were tech, no affiliation mobs, meaning that this guy was the ideal unit to use. But guess what? That was a freaking lie, because all you guys had to use was either Parasol Rukia or Kilgay, and you would be able to clear a lot better than with this 8th anniversary Ichigo as a whole. That's the first thing that we need to keep into consideration. And let's just go over the topic of Guild Quest. As a side unit, I do consider him to be very good, especially with that Vortex. It's really strong, and when I did ranged Holo with my Max Transcended Okora, keep in mind, Nini, I could use her, but she was only 1-5, so like the best I could pretty much use was Okora. I got a 41-second remaining clear time with my Max Transcended 3rd Annie Ulk, my Max Transcended Spirits Are Forever With You Jusha, and this Ichigo who I had 2-5. And 8th Annie Ichigo, with this Vortex paired with Ulks, I was actually able to get a really good score and pretty much get that over and done with. So yeah, thankfully as a side unit, he is a very effective character. But here is the main question. Are you guys going to be using him as a main for Holo no affiliation? Only if you don't have the other appropriate units. Because for ranged Holo, Who do we have that can actually do better than this 8th anniversary Ichigo, okay? Let's just take a good clean look. We have Nini. Nini is going to be the best to use for ranged holo as a whole. I did underestimate this character. I did get around to using her in Guild Quest despite having her 1-5, and once she gets the gauge active, she just does too much damage, too much. Like, she's considered one of the best characters in the game. It's just that she doesn't have the gauge recharge effect. That's the only main kicker. But besides that, she does get Frenzy +1 added onto her skill set. Berserker 100%. Accompanied with the normal Frenzy +1, but also gets, like, 50% SP boost. And already has 40% strong attack damage with 20% full stamina damage boost. So, yeah, she's gonna be better than 8th anniversary Ichigo for ranged holo Guild Quest. And then the next character that is gonna be better than Ichigo is this Okora right here, because he has the same tracking vortex, a 3k length beam on the SA1, and most of all, has 80% SP boost with Weakening and Burn. Like, he's just gonna be a much better main to use as a whole compared to 8th Annie Ichigo. Again, 8th anniversary Ichigo, he does better than Okora, but like, once Okora gets the 80% SP boost, he's just gonna be stronger than him in that kind of sense. So there's that to take into consideration. And then what else? To some extent, this Quincy Ichigo right here, just because he does have stronger multipliers, but you need to be very reliant on your sides because this guy does not have any kind of vortex whatsoever, but can already outdamage him because Frenzy +2, 80% SP boost. Okay? Exactly what I just stated before. Frenzy +2 with 80% SP boost, accompanied with a crap ton of multipliers, just makes the character better than 8th anniversary Ichigo. Yes, look, what? 40% Berserker, full stamina damage boost in 20, and then increased character strong attack damage of 20. So yeah. Oh, and an extra full stamina damage boost. Yeah, you guys see where I'm coming from? Like, that's the issue. Like, 8th anniversary Ichigo, he's good. It's just that for Guild Quest, we already have replacements to use that. If you don't have those said replacements, then you guys are completely justified with using 8th anniversary Ichigo for Guild Quests. So, yeah, for ranged holo, we have that. No affiliation, though. What do we have that we can actually use? Asnod is going to be a better character, because guess what? Frenzy +2 and 80% SP boost, and once you proc status summons with the SA1, you do more damage. Damage to weaken enemies of 40% and damage to slowed enemies of 40%. That being said, no extra Berserker, no extra full stamina damage boost, but this guy is just going to be stronger than 8th anniversary Ichigo. And that's already a good alternative. But the best one has to pretty much be Macy. Macy is just too cracked. She's one of the best speed units in the game. Top 2 for speed. And once again, same case. Frenzy +2 plus 80% SP boost. And also comes with, like, what, 40% strong attack damage as well? And once you inflict status ailments, look at this. You do 40% more damage to weakened enemies and 40% more damage to paralyzed enemies. And she has the tracking vortex. So, yeah, it's a shame. It's really unfortunate. If you guys want to summon for him, go ahead. If he's one of your favorite characters, I do not blame you guys for wanting to do so. He's still really good, but we're bound to get a power character to replace him, just like we had White for, being the best character for its attribute until Yhwach came in and took the #1 spot. Only difference is that at least White will do exceptionally well, because guess what? You want to know what White has that 8th anniversary Ichigo doesn't have? Same stuff, man. Same stuff. Frenzy +2, 80% SP boost, and you do an extra damage to lacerated enemies of +60%, which is so easy to get because of the damn kit that he has. He can proc status summons left and right with his skill set. So again, there's that. And one more thing to go over. Suppose you guys do choose to summon on the Brave Fest banner, right? The steps are atrocious. The steps are actually atrocious, despite the fact that you're going to be guaranteed him on step 20. They're bad. By that, I mean, you only have 2 discounted steps. Step 1 and step 2. And guess what? That's it. There are no more discounts after that. Every orb you do is 250, 250, 250, 250, 250, 250 until you get to step 20. So there's that. It's a 5% banner. And you're at least going to be able to get the guaranteeds on 5, 10, and 15 So like you'll be getting a 5-star character guaranteed, and then step 20 you get yourself a guaranteed 8th anniversary Ichigo. The amount of orbs you spend for this just doesn't really make it worth it. When you do 20 steps normally on an end of the month banner, you guys want to know how much you're going to be spending? 4,400 orbs. For Brave Fest banners, because you only have step 1 and 2 being the only discounts, you're going to be spending 4,850 orbs. So you spend around 450 more orbs than usual just to be able to do 20 steps, and once you're done, you cannot go back in on the banner. So like, this banner will just be completely Thanos, completely gone. You're not going to be able to get any more chances to get 8th anniversary Ichigo as a whole here, so be considerate for when it comes to summoning on the banner. And normally, because anniversary characters do come back for like the next anniversary, it probably is best to save for the 9th anniversary and get him from there. He will return as a filler alongside White, which is why I don't consider Brave Fest banners to be that good anymore. I don't, despite the fact that you're going to be guaranteed. Like, if you have him 4-5, then I guess, but like, is it really worth spending 4,850 orbs for one final copy? Ask yourselves that and see if it's really worth it, because if it were me, I don't think it's worth it. Even more so when this character can potentially get a better character. Like, Parasol Rukia is already stronger than Ichigo, but I feel like she is very much held down because of the SA2 and Guild Quest, despite being better in Limit Breaker Quest and every content in general. But yeah, do not summon. Just, you know, keep your orbs in check. You guys might want to start saving for the next future 1000-year Glory characters. I'm already done summoning. Like, I didn't even bother going back in on Burn the Witch, nor did I go after step 10 to get more copies of this guy, because I just gotta wait for 3 months and I'll get my second Rainbow Source and I can 5-5 him. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys have enjoyed it, don't forget to smash that like button, share this video with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, and hit the bell notification so that way you guys are up to date with my most recent videos. This has been your boy, the Dash Smasher, and I hope to see you guys all in the next one. So have a pleasant day, lads. Peace out. Bye. Sayonara. Ciao, ciao.